ladies and gentlemen. Today we're taking a look at the Ralph Christian Delta chronograph. This is was just actually released today, I believe, the day I'm actually recording the video, which is pretty cool. Anyway, Ralph Christian is a brand I've actually featured on the channel before. They produce, very affordable watches. You kind of get that real luxurious look without sacrificing too much money, and the quality is always very good. So I never had any quality control issues with them or anything like that. The shipping is always fast from the USA. I think this one looks actually pretty neat. But yeah, it's a simple chronograph, quartz chronograph style watch with some nice, luxurious looks to it. I don't know, only about, I believe, $199, which is actually a pretty decent price. Now the watch comes in the typical Ralph Christian box, as you can see here. It's a pretty simple cardboard box with their logo right here. This comes out, and then inside you get your warranty and a polishing cloth. Just pretty simple packaging. For the price, I think it's just sufficient. Now the watch itself is solid 316L stainless steel. It's a quartz chronograph, like I mentioned. I'll get to the subdials in a second. The watch itself, in terms of actual size, we're looking at 45 millimeters across, but it wears much smaller, I'd say. We get 50 millimeters top to bottom, or lug to lug. In terms of actual case thickness, it's only 13 millimeters thick, which is pretty nice for a chronograph. And one thing they did on this one is they added 100 meters of water resistance, meaning this thing can actually go in a pool, which is pretty cool. Anyway, the crown is pull and push, but there is 100 meters of water resistance, so there must be a gasket inside that crown for that 100 meters. But yeah, anyway, we get some nice lume as well in this watch, as you can see. Let me get a little closer in to the actual dial. This is one of the variants with the kind of dark navy blue dial, as you can see here. Nice lighter blue accents on those skeletonized hands. We get 3 sub-dials. We get a date wheel as well. And you get 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10 for reference on the stationary bezel. Get their logo over here with 0 through 60 going around below the 3 sub-dials, which is pretty interesting. And all those applied markers have lume as well, which is always nice. Now, taking a look at the actual chronograph, you get a 30-minute countdown chronograph. Started with this button right here. As you can see, this starts ticking right here. This will count down to 30 minutes. And the sub-dial at the right here is a 24-hour sub-dial. That's just going to tell you a 24-hour time. And yeah, pretty simple. You can stop it, and then it'll reset, just like that. Now you get a running seconds hand as well to tell the time. Of course, we get a hacking movement. When you pull out that crown, it's going to stop. Push that back in. Actually, let me change the hands here so we can see the date. All right, push that back. One position out, we get a quick set date. Final position, you can set the time. We'll set it to 12:35. Push that back down. Very simple to use. It may look a little complicated, but it's very simple to use and read as well. Yeah, flipping to the case back here. Case back is screwed down. Pretty simple with their logo. Sapphire coated crystal to the state. Band is quick release as well. If you didn't notice, the crown is actually blued to match that blue band and the blue accents on the blue dial. But yeah, it looks pretty nice. All around, the band itself is just as good quality as their other watches. White stitching, genuine leather, of course, with the Ralph Christian logo. Then you get a custom buckle with their logo as well. 2 safety keepers. Now, straight out of the box, it's pretty flexible. You're not going to have an issue there at all. But I want to get a lume shot in, see what actually lume, this watch actually has. And I want to show you a bracelet they're actually selling along with the watch, which is pretty cool. And I'll throw it on my wrist, and I'll give you my final conclusions on this new release from Ralph Christian. So I just put the torch on, and as you can see, there is some lume on here. I wouldn't say it's super potent, but it's definitely good enough to read at night. It glows a green color on the markers and on the actual chronograph hand and on the ticking seconds hand. Yeah, but there is some lume on there. Now, right on the wrist, as you can see, the watch actually wears pretty close to the wrist and very nice. As you can see here, it has a nice side profile that's very thin, due to the band kind of going under a little bit. The band straight out of the box fits nicely. I wouldn't worry about that. But yeah, it definitely has a very nice fit to it, I'd say. Yeah, no issues there. As you can see, lug to lug, my wrist is 6.5 inches, and it just fits across perfectly. And wears very flat on the wrist. So you actually can go up and down if you're wearing a cuff or something like that, which is not too bad. In conclusion, guys, I think for the money, the watch is pretty cool. It's definitely going to get you that look. They sell a lot of watches with a nice luxurious look to them, and the quality is actually really good. If you take a quick look here at the actual brushing on the case and such, it's really nice. Nice brushed surfaces here, nice polishing on the crowns. Even the actual bezel, if you take a look at all those numerals, there's no errors or anything like that. Everything looks pretty nice. And if you didn't realize, all the screws are placed in the perfect position, which is actually really nice. So yeah, pretty decent watch for the money. So you can see that nice brush finish. There are no sharp surfaces or anything like that. Very thin profile. I mean, look at that. It's pretty cool. But yeah, let me know what you guys think down in the comment section below as usual. I will drop a link to them as usual, so you can check them out after this video. They have a few different watches. They've been around for quite some time. They seem to be pretty popular. So let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Definitely share the video if you enjoyed it with your friends. Definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel. It helps out a lot, guys. And I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you so much again for tuning in. Bye.